say tap the sound.
Lisco, what's the word?
What it do? Motivated, motivated. How you feeling today, Mo B?
Man, feeling good, bro. Back to work. So, you know how that shit go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I gotta
Absolutely.
go in. What at shit 3? Yeah, I gotta go in at 3 o'clock. Get
Man.
to it.
Yes,
Mm,
sir. Yes, sir. That make two of us. I gotta go in about an hour and a half myself out here on the West Coast. So
yeah. So what? It's about 7:20 out there, huh?
absolutely. Yep. I got an hour and 40 minutes before I gotta go.
Oh shit.
Slave without the chains on.
Type shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
damn. I
And I
swear it feel like that.
And I watched Django today. That's kind of off subject, but I always tell people that I always tell people that slavery all they did was took away the fences, but you gonna go to jail if you try to get it tax free if you don't work, and so it's still it's an organized slavery now, but we still living in it, man. But
And man,
that's
you know
another.
what? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that's like something we probably need to touch on another day. That topic right there,
Well,
but
it relates to because that's what they trying to do with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They trying to, or got him. He
right,
already in there. You know what I'm saying? So
right, absolutely,
it
absolutely,
definitely relate. Like it relate 100%. Like man, like I was. It's crazy you brought that up. So I was just talking to one of the homies, man, and this what I plan on doing here real soon. Just getting my homies experiences from prison. You know, like for somebody that ain't never been, I ain't never. I went to jail one time, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't no criminal. I ain't never really did no in and out jail and prison, and I just want to get their perspective, man. I got a bunch of questions that I'm gonna be asking them, and just get their whole experience because coming from Beecher, most of us, man, we had good homes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit really hurt when you hear about somebody that you grew up with from Beecher, you know what I'm saying, ending up in prison. You know what I mean? Especially if you knew they come from a good family. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So
right,
yeah, man, these brothers I plan on interviewing that's been that way. I just want to get their perspective. We talk about it all the time. And that's why I said, man, I gotta interview my guys, man, and document their stories, because I really feel like people can learn from that, especially coming from if you got a nice neighborhood, nice families. It really ain't no reason for a lot of the homies that we grew up with to end up in prison, man. That's just my opinion.
right, right. No, that's true. I agree with you on that. You know what I mean, for sure. It don't take much to get in there. The craziest thing I could really say about being you know I've been just in there for a little bit of time, but it was long enough, you know what I'm saying? You know, anything, 6 months, whatever. When you can't leave when you want to leave, you realize stuff. But I know that it's a lot of politics in there to where like you could go in there for a traffic ticket and never make it out, because when you in there, if you don't uh if you don't hold it down for your people, like then they won't hold it down for you. So it's like a lot of Mexicans and blacks and stuff, when they in there, they forced more to do things. Blacks, we more on a if it go down, we gonna help each other, but we don't really program the way other races program. Like they have to kick it in, like so much of their commissary have to go to the shot caller. It's a lot of different things. They gotta work out every day. They got like real regiments that they have to stick to and rules they gotta abide by as where like blacks, because it's all racially divided in there. And so what I'm saying is like, like I say, like when I first went in there, a brother stole a candy bar from another race and shit, a riot kicked off. And then, we was in there fighting for our lives based on this brother took a sticker from somebody, bro. But in there, That's all it take. And so if you end up hurting somebody bad, you finna catch another charge. So that's what I'm saying. You could be in there for a traffic ticket and catch a murder case up inside of there, man. Just trying to defend yourself. Like it's really wild. So I'm just saying all that to say, like, yeah, it ain't,
Yeah,
that
and that's
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying. Like
deep.
this shit's so foreign to how we, most of us was raised. Like heavily civilized, man, out there, man, in Beecher. Like it just in my mind, it just blow my mind, man. I like to think that, how we was raised, like you got to end up in a place like that dealing with a Snicker bar. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
that's crazy to me, but
right,
at the end of the day, it's like you said, shit happen. People end up going that way. And, like you said, some people don't make it out. So, you know, I want to talk about, their time in there, but I really want to focus on how we was raised out there, man, and the good life that we had, man, feeling like, we were safe and feeling, just this that sense of
absolutely.
community that we had out there at that time, and really shine a light on our upbringing, and and then going to like that, or what led them to being in prison, and then going a little bit about their experiences in there, because I know a lot of that shit, like you talking about it, but talking to somebody that did, X amount of years in there, I don't think most of the guys that we know from Beecher, they don't really like to talk about it too much. You
Yeah,
know, like dwell on it. They not dwell. They overrode that shit to the point to where that shit don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? No more. That shit wasn't real in the first place to them. So I'm talking
right,
about the guys that I know, that we know, that got out and doing better than they was before they went in. There's a lot of them. It's a lot of Beecher alumni that went to prison, came out, and doing better than they ever did before in their life. And them the ones that I want to interview, man, because you know, I think that, you know, when you could be institutionalized, man. A lot of guys don't transition well, man. And these guys transition in very well, you know.
right, right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, some people it'll change them. Yeah, you like you said, and then you ain't never really the same depending on what your experience was in there. And then some people, that's why people keep going back, because some people, like you said, you become institutionalized. That's all you really know, and then like you keep falling back into that trap. So or bring it back full circle to the brother Diddy and shit, man.
Yeah, man. Let's play this video, man, and get a little update on what was going on with Diddy.
Okay.
What do we have here? It looks like Diddy could be released within the next 48 hours.
Man, he got some vitiligo going on his lips. Let's go.
Oh man, that's what's that Tyrone Bigum's he got Tyrone Biggum syndrome going on right now. That's that, I ain't playing with Willie D though. He'll come fire on us, man. That's a real OG. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get in the gym before I make a joke about Willie D crazy though, man. That's my
Hey,
guy. He
I ain't gonna
wouldn't
lie,
die.
man.
He wouldn't
I
die.
ain't gonna lie. I got so much respect for Willie D, but
Right.
it's the same thing, man. Like when you think about him, you think about them guns.
Yeah, man. I got so many of his lyrics in my head right now. You know what I'm saying? Man, that boy, man, he say some crazy stuff, man. When him and the Ghetto Boys was beefing, man, he said they had their guns. I have my guns too. He say if you beefing with him, you better pack you a lunch. 50 grand say he knock you out in one punch. And
Real talk.
yeah,
And
he wild. And you remember the song? Where he say what he say, you wouldn't die, wanna F me now. And he had that song, doo 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 doo, F man, F man. Dude, and then he was like, and he was talking about how he be breaking these girls off, man. That boy, like I say, he been wild, man. He been the wildest, he been the wildest ghetto boy since then. Yeah,
Man,
that's he wild.
scared as hell.
Yeah, yeah. He said, yeah, I take my and make a call herself Kenzie. Yeah, he said, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and I said he was
Ball
the
head
best.
hoes.
Oh yeah,
What you
what you
see,
see,
D?
D? What you see, D?
I
Yeah,
see
see.
some ball
Hey,
head
we can't get beauty yet. Don't let
hoes.
them beat us out this time for we gotta watch the language. But yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
He say, yeah, that what I say. He seen her and she was bald headed. This next day, he see the girl hair was down to her butt. He saying, I know it ain't real, but I won't squeal, not even on air drill. And he say, or Tamika and Rika, the famous bald headed twins. Yeah, 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 he was wild, man. That's a wild dude. We grew up on that though. That's what I said. Like,
Man, we grew up on this guy right here, man. He doing his thing on YouTube too. You be checking him out?
nah, I really don't even be getting to see. I think I seen him maybe once or twice and stuff. But shoot,
Oh
he
man,
ain't shit.
he got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, bro. He he put his head down and stuck to
Right.
the script, and now he big on YouTube,
Well, he put his
man.
head too down too far, and his lips fell in some powdered donut, some or some baby powder or something.
Man, I think he got some vitiligo going on, bro. Not even playing. I think if you really look, you probably got to zoom in. But
Alopecia of
yeah,
the
he got a
lips.
little vitiligo going on there, man.
Keep Willie D name out your mouth. Hey, Will Smith gonna get mad if we keep if we keep
Man, let me leave Big Bro alone.
alopecia. He got alopecia of the lips. Oh man, that's crazy,
Cause you can
man.
see they full, but he got some melanin missing, man.
Right, right,
He
right.
got some melanin not there, like at the top. It's like right there.
Yeah, he might have been smoking and let the ashes
Oh, he
get out of the
might
way.
have been.
The ashes got a
All
little
right, we
too.
gotta stop. We gotta
Uh,
stop. That's the low blow right there. Let's continue listening to Big Homie.
Yeah, fam. See, what had happened is Diddy put his request in to Trump. Trump officially has Diddy's pardon papers on his desk. And all he has to do is, and Diddy get to go home. Possibly today. Somebody somewhere could be singing, Diddy going home today. Diddy going home today. You know what I'm saying? It could happen. Diddy's pardon is on Trump's desk. And with a stroke of a pen, and you know he likes signing his signature, Diddy could be going home. Yeah, fam.
So what you think about that, bro?
uh,
Yo, let's go. We got some technical difficulties. Well, I'll just add my opinion, man. I personally think that I don't know, man. I think Diddy rubbed Trump the wrong way. For one, he start speaking out against Trump, and if y'all haven't been paying attention, Trump is actively trying to punish anybody that went against him, and he wouldn't even have to do nothing to Diddy, but not let him out to punish him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that Trump gonna let him out. I don't think he will. So, you know, as as crazy as it may. I mean, you know what I'm saying, that he could be pardoning, or the idea that he could be pardoning. Um, are you back, bro?
Yeah. My bad.
No,
Little
you
test.
good. No, I was saying that I don't think that he gonna be pardoned. I don't think he gonna be pardoned.
Now you know what I think he is, and if it's on his desk, I think so, I'm really, if he is part, and I believe that was all part of the plan from jump. Because being out here, I heard like initially I heard that when they raided his house out here, they was actually there removing stuff, like they were saying, like they was getting rid of tapes and moving stuff that would have been incriminating to him, but they was making it seem like they was there looking for stuff. But and uh and really, man, it's a lot of powerful people that be involved in that stuff, that like Hollywood is dark like that. Like everybody that's in Hollywood knows that. You know what I'm saying? That everybody that's successful in Hollywood, pretty much, you got to do something to get that success. I've worked in Hollywood plenty of years. I know a lot of stuff that people would be shocked to find out. Like, dang, him too. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. So I think that I
So
think it's part
so
of the plan.
so you saying you heard a lot of stuff in Hollywood that when you worked there. Now, how would you know this stuff true? Did you see it?
Yeah, some of the stuff I have
You
seen, and then
witnessed this shit, bro?
yeah, some of this stuff
Get
I
the
have
fuck
seen
out of here.
firsthand, and some of the stuff like like even in with Diddy, like for instance, when I
Right.
first moved out here, my partner, his little sister model, she went out of the country with Diddy. This is like 20 some years ago. So
Hmm.
when they was out of the country, she came back and told me like, hey, we was on an island, this and that. She was like, Buddy was over there messing with dudes. She was like, like he had, you know, was had people, bowing down, talking into the mic. So, speak into the mic. Is this thing on? Tapping on it. Is this on? So she said she asked him, like, man, it's all us fine females over here. Like, why is you messing with them? And she said he told her that it's just a power thing, that I could have any woman in the world I want, pretty much. So for me, it's just a power thing to make a straight man do whatever I want him to do, because he know I can change his life.
You know
And so
what?
that's so,
I,
so
I
listen though. So just real quick. So to fast forward to 2025, or last year in 2025, Jaguar Wright said the same thing, that she walked in on him and she said he said it was a power thing. That's how I knew she wasn't lying, because that was the exact same words and excuse, almost verbatim, that my homeboy little sister told me like 20 some years ago. And then I've been at these Hollywood
wow.
parties and I just see how people move. So you see what it is, you
Yeah,
see what
I'm
it
gonna say
is.
this, man. Being in the music business so far, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the vantage point that I got, like really behind the scenes in this shit,
Hmm.
I see what I seen that like kind of threw me for a loop was the men. Like, it's more men groupies than it is women groupies.
Right.
That kind of threw me off. Like, seeing grown men, um, react like, like groupies, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and not only what's going on. Not only that, a lot of these so-called stars, they be on the same tip. Like, they like to get a rise out of men,
Right.
out of
Right.
their
Right.
men groupies. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah, bro, I see a lot of that. I see a lot of it, man. Like, I
Man.
I would have never known that this shit was going on. Like, this it ain't even really nothing that I seen, but it's some energy that that some energy, man, that I noticed that was off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, this shit ain't right, you know.
Nah, man, it's crazy, bro. Like even Moby, like as how we been doing music and stuff our whole life. Like I said, man, I done won all type of rap battles and contests out here, and I done met so many different people, man. And like I said, I used to work. I worked on the Grammy Awards, the BET Awards, all type of stuff, man. And I always felt like it was a ceiling, and it always really it later it just dawned on me because I was very outspoken about, I ain't with nothing, homosexual. Like I'm not with it. I ain't, I
Right.
had a couple supervisors that was gay that I didn't know they was gay. Like even during the BT Awards, dude asked me could I go to his hotel and pick his suit up. And he getting dressed, this big powerful dude in BET. And so, my homeboy had got me hired in. He was like, bro, anytime they ask if somebody could do something, just be the first person to volunteer, so they'll rehire you. So when he said, can somebody do that? I'm like, yeah, 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 I got you. So then he was like, all right, my friend is over there. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you in and give you give you my suit, my shoes, and all this stuff. When he said his friend, I'm thinking he got a bad one up in there. So I get to the hotel. Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds opened the door like a mug, look just like, yeah. And shout out to Larry B. Scott, that's my homeboy. No diss to him, but this dude, no, dude looked just like Shane from Low Down Dirty Shane. He had the headband on and everything, exactly his size. It might have been, I don't know if dude really gay in real life, but if he is, it was him. He looked just like me. And dude, when
Yeah.
I knocked on the door, bro was like, oh hey. And he's like, "Come on in." And I was like, "Nah, bro, just bring that suit out here, man." And I got back to the Coliseum, and I'm like, "Hey, man, this dude got a whoop me in the room, man." Da-da-da-da. And I'm telling people that because I had just came from Flint, it was a shock to me.
Right.
And bro, when I asked dude to hire me on something else, man, dude was looking at me like, "Bro, I'll never hire you again." Like, and it was is because I didn't I ain't play my position, and the longer I stayed in Hollywood, I started to figure out that they trisexual. They'll try anything. They like women, but they knock each other down too, man. And it's like I said, your favorite celebrities. I could name them, bro. I just don't want to do it. But what I mean, I'm talking about people that you love. You know what I'm saying? That you'll be like,
No,
nah,
no,
not him.
no. It's cool. Like, bro, that's really like why you feel like you can't name them is really why that shit go on like that. You feel me? That's
Yeah,
what I noticed about this shit in the hip hop shit. You know, motherfuckers they do people so wrong. They do a lot of dirty shit. And then the thing about it, it's just like the same tricks that Trump play. You calling them out on the shit will make you look, that motherfucker will punish your ass. You know,
right,
he got a
right,
whole organization now, a whole government that can get behind him and punish you for revealing some shit. You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
the same shit go on in Hollywood. It's the same shit that go on just on a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Right.
even in no Hollywood shit, just like saying certain shit, you ain't got no union, man, your ass should be fired.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you up out of there. You up out of there, man. You
yeah,
you know. But that's real, real. Like I got homeboys. Like that's what I'm saying. This like you telling me something. I know you ain't lying to me. Like I got homeboys that say, bro, I went to such and such a party, and they was playing hoop naked, backing down and everything. He was like, I heard this. He's like, my man said when I got to the door, the chick opened the door naked. He was like, I'm thinking like, damn, it's about to be a cracking party. He up in the Hollywood Hills. uh he said, man, we got inside. He said, I heard like some sneakers squeaking, like people was playing hoop out in the back. He said, so when I went out back, he said they was balling fully naked, you know what I'm saying, backing down and everything, posted up.
what the
And the
fuck?
dude said they asked him if he wanted to play, and he was like, nah, I'm straight. And they said, yeah, it ain't for everybody, and just checked the ball back up and kept playing. And then
Oh man.
same dude said that like by the end of the night, he said some people tried to approach him like like down there surrounded him. And he said, man, he said, I had to show him I was strapped and everything. Like, and then he said they
Right.
just laughed it off like they was just joking, like, oh man, we was just playing, man, this
Type
and that.
shit.
But he,
Yeah.
yeah, but he said they was finna
Like
really try to take him
like
down through
motherfucker,
there.
like that's the kind of shit we do with women. Like when we trying to holler at them, and then they reject us, and we say, "Oh, we just playing."
Playing,
I ain't,
yeah.
like how you,
Right.
you do you do a nigga like that?
Right. But was
What?
finna take it though, like had surrounded him, like bruh, because the thing about Hollywood is they not gonna let you get all that money and be successful without you doing something. And so everybody, like I said, like I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say like 90 some people out of 100, there's a tape or something of you doing something that you would hate for your
Yeah,
fans or your
you know what,
family to
man?
see.
I mean, that's really like I think that movie Sinners, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. I
That
watched it.
movie Sinners, man. Like that's an analogy. Them vampires is an analogy for how these movie executives, for how these music executives, for all of them, and how they try to basically um infect you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With that bullshit and almost and turn you out. You know what I'm saying? And turn you out.
Yeah.
So I think, man, this era that we in right now, where you can have independent film, you don't gotta go to Hollywood to
Right.
be successful in movies no more. You don't have to go to LA, what I'm saying, or New York to get a record deal no more. You don't have to do that
Right.
shit. You know, we their worst fear, bro. This era is their worst motherfucking fear. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But what's so crazy about this era is it's almost like in that movie, the vampires found the talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen the movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh
the
yeah.
vampires found the talent. In today's world, the talent run to the fucking vampires, bro. Don't even have to.
But this what I'm
That's
gonna tell you though. Not to cut you off, but if you are absolutely right, but this is the thing. When you because we are able to like you said, do it without the big you know what I'm saying, the big companies behind us. Now we got the internet and different things you can blow up independently. Think about like what they tried to do to Kanye, because he wouldn't conform. Kanye was trying to tell on him. He was trying to tell
he
what
was.
was going on, and so that's the thing. It's like, Bill Cosby and people like that. Like when he tried to like, oh, I'm finna buy NBC. I'm finna try to buy this. Like whenever you get to trying to do too much and you not a part of what they want you to be, they
Mhm.
they try to take you out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
and
so
our history as black people in general, like trying to be successful, trying to do too much, they always sabotage us.
right.
That's why what we do, like you seen that movie The Banker, right?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Love it.
So like I hate to say it, but we got to get us a little Jewish friend to put him out front.
Right.
We still got to play
Absolutely.
that game. We
Oh
let
yeah.
him, let everybody think he the owner. We got to, pretend to be silent partners or whatever, and fuck it. You know what I mean? That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? And it just got to be a real one that said like, yeah, man, just gonna get my little commission for being the face, let y'all get all the real money. And yeah, bro. Yeah.
Nah, they let you do it, but that, like I said, it's just once you get to a certain status, they gon' tarnish your name, try to kill your legacy off, or they gon' they gonna take you out the box. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like Dr. Sabi, like, anybody, bro, like, if you ain't about what they is about and the agenda that they got going on, it's a ceiling, bro. Like that glass ceiling is not alive. And that's why I think Diddy, the thing about Diddy is he's so powerful and he got information on everybody. So it's like, like Diddy could pull a Nino Brown. This bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make, he can bring the whole world down with him if he wanted to. And they know that. And that's why, at the end of the day,
I'm
I
being honest.
believe he gonna get pardoned because you know what I'm saying? Like he know too much. You see they ain't dropped them Epstein files yet. You see that, Trump downplayed that so hard and said, man, y'all still worried about that? Y'all still want to see that? Like after he said, hey, I'll release the tapes once this is over. And then he said, I'll release the records and all of that. Then when
Hey,
they
hey,
brought it
let's
up, he
go.
said, yeah,
Watch what Trump say about like they asking him about him pardoning Diddy. Watch how he do Diddy on
right.
this video.
I'm
Let me
being
see.
honest. It
Yeah.
makes it more difficult to do.
Donald Trump is sharing his honest thoughts about pardoning Sean Diddy Combs. 2 months after saying he would, quote, look into the facts, when asked about pardoning his former friend Combs, who has since been found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution, but acquitted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, President Trump now clarifies his comments during an interview with Newsmax on August 1st.
Sean Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you,
Yeah,
sir.
and
Yes.
it's hard, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it
Yeah.
makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I
it
would
sounds
say
like.
so,
Okay.
Questions about a potential pardon for Combs came just days after the president pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley for their tax evasion crimes. The duo, who entered prison in early 2023, had been set to remain incarcerated until 2032 and 2028, respectively, before they were released on May 28th on order of the president. As for Combs, the 55-year-old will return to court for sentencing on October 3rd, following his conviction on the 2 prostitution-related charges. His counsel is seeking 21 to 27 months, while prosecutors are asking for 51 to 63 months, per NBC News.
Wow.
Yeah, he got convicted. He had 50 months. They sentenced him to 50 months.
Nah, I didn't, man. I ain't really been paying so much attention, but I will say this. That that's why you got to be careful what you say. Like that's like me at work. I'm very outspoken at work, but I also know that puts a target on my back.
Me
So if
too.
I yeah, so like in
Me
this
too.
case, he said some stuff, but now you need that man, and now you didn't talk bad about him.
The
You
thing
so
about
so
it though, I wouldn't even be asking him for no motherfucking pardon, man. I wouldn't. Cause look, let's go back to what Willie D was saying, man. Willie D finna say some real ass shit. I'm gonna let Willie D say it, you know what I'm saying, in his words.
Persecuted me, took my money. What is the incentive for me to give y'all turn over the video? And y'all done gave me the time. You done gave me time. What's the incentive for me to turn over the videos? Why should I give y'all the videos now? I done been through the worst of the storm. If it's me, I ain't turning over Jack. Judge Dredge, what's up? What's up, Birdie Guns? Ant-Man, what it do? That girl. Tommy. What's up? What's up, TJ? Why? Who was that big, what does that say? Big boss.
Oh, he might have already said it.
What at the most, what he did was just got them off of him with the accusations that they threw at him. He was like, "Nah, I didn't do that, and you know, whatever I did with you, it was consensual, and here's proof." So the fact that he didn't throw anybody under the bus, when we know, without even being there, that if there is freak off tapes that exist, that
Hold up.
don't y'all get confused
Hey,
out there. Some of y'all get confused when y'all see Trump letting, you know, black people out of jail, and y'all just think that's good enough to give him a pass.
right,
Somehow, somewhere that means he love or like or support or, all black folks.
right.
Now, fam, every move Trump do is transactional. Everything he does is
Absolutely.
transactional. He trying to get something out of it.
Right. That's what I
Diddy
said. He
has
wants.
Diddy still has a huge platform,
Right.
so he could use somebody like Diddy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Plus, Diddy kept it solid. Diddy didn't throw anybody under the bus the entire time.
So yeah, man, that's my take on it. Like for him to even be asking Trump for a pardon, that's like did he still? I don't think the nigga didn't change, man.
Oh, of
Seemed like
course
he
not.
bowed down to white men. You know what I'm saying? And like, and from my experience with these music industry niggas, man, they love to do niggas bad. My whole thing is he being punished for how he took all them boys publishings, all them
Right. Right. Right.
creators publishings. That's what I don't like him for. I don't like
Right.
none of these motherfucking rap niggas and executives that prey on these young men that don't empower them with information. All they need is some information and some inspiration. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, a lot of people in this music business, man, they don't even want to take the time. They rather just say, you know what, fuck this, sign this shit. Um, Look, they signing the way they publishing. They don't even know how important they publishing is. That's the
Right.
crazy part. I'm in this shit, bro. I know for a fact that a lot of these young musicians, artists, creatives do not know how important they publishing is. They don't
Oh
even
yeah.
understand it. They don't know
Right.
how to do it. And I go through it and I hold their hand and I show them, look, all you got to do is this. All you got to do is this. Back in the day, it might have been harder because it was all paperwork. Nowadays, it's a website, and so
Right.
it really ain't no excuse for no artist not had a publishing, man.
Yeah, man. No, that's yeah, that's real. I think man, like what he said was real though. You know what I'm saying? And, like I was joking at the beginning saying Trump, he go tell Diddy, you gonna have to slide me into some parties. But what Willie D, I was joking, but saying the same thing. Like he needs something, he wants something.
He
He'll
do.
do it, but he wants something, and and really, I don't really feel like Diddy didn't do nothing, man. Like they talking about he traveled somewhere to do something, man. Like man, Muzz, man, you go get a hotel room, man. I don't know, you ain't never had a threesome with your girl or nothing, man. But man, shit, we didn't booked a hotel and had some chicks meet up and went and did something. Maybe wasn't no money exchange, but at the end of the day, man, like they saying he crossed state lines. Like people fly people in and out everything. Like people be on the
All the
internet every day
time,
telling chicks, man, hey man, let me fly you out to Cali and come kick it for a weekend, take you on a little shopping spree, and
right,
blow your back out one time for the one
right.
time. Like so, I don't really feel like he did. I feel like he just a freaky ass dude, man. Like and all of them in Hollywood is like that. I mean, they all do it. That's why what I'm saying. So, but I heard some. But back to the publishing, it's stories out here that say like they talk about like he has something to do with Big Dev and that Big because Big
I heard
they
about
said
that.
it's a story that's saying like Big Diddy owned all of like say like Kim and Lil C's and all them like any songs they wrote and this and that like he had they publishing, but he didn't. Biggie was under a different contracts. So Biggie would say that he wrote certain stuff so that he couldn't take their publishing away,
Hmm.
and they somebody pulled his coattail on that. They say it was about over some weed. Like one of the securities was like, they was like he was smoking and doing something like on the job and didn't do something. And Biggie was saying like, bruh wasn't, on his job because he was doing this and doing that. So then dude told Puff like, Big didn't really write them songs. And they said that, they had fell out right before that stuff happened to Big. And then it's also stories that Big was supposed to be out of the country and Diddy was like forcing him to like, nah, we gotta go to Cali, we gotta do this. I need you at this party. Like you gotta be at this party. And if you remember, Biggie was injured and everything. His leg and stuff was messed up. Like he really wasn't even supposed to be out here. So I mean, I don't like speaking like on stuff that I don't have all the facts on, but I'm just saying like this as far as Biggie being like, I mean, Puffy being like a real like type street dude that, I believe, he definitely got ties and he got people that, get dirty for him. And also, but as far as the freaky shit, I feel like, he shouldn't have even really been on trial for this shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you and
Not
your
at
girl,
all.
yeah, you did some freaky stuff. That's what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even the dudes in the freak offs was saying like that she, like they dealt with her and talked to her on their own without him even being around. Like she,
Right.
she liked that. She was into that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, so that's why I said, man, when they want you or they want to take you down or whatever it was, I think it was deeper than just, oh, we
All
finna
the
bring
time,
this.
man. It's always deeper. I think now this is my personal thing. I think it's a when they see dark skinned black men, if you notice, all these black men that's being took down, they dark skinned black men.
Right.
All of them.
Yeah.
When you break it all down, all the ones that they've been trying to get, except for Smokey Robinson, you heard about that? That
Nah, what Smokey do?
man, they trying to get
Smokey.
Smokey, bro.
What they trying to get Smokey for? I met him too. I met him when I was working on the
You bet
cut.
Smokey.
Yeah, he came by the building and stuff. I parked his car for him. Actually, I went and parked his car for him.
Let me pull this shit up.
Nah, I ain't know what they doing to Smokey.
Same
Smokey,
shit,
he ain't
huh?
applying himself. Smokey ain't applying himself. You ain't applying yourself, Smokey. Nah, I need to see what's what's going on with this dude, man. That's crazy. He old in the mud too, man. Why y'all
Man,
messing
what
with
he
this
old
boy?
as I don't know what, man. Look at
Man,
this shit. You ain't heard about this shit?
nah, man.
Man, this shit hurt your soul, man. It's when our, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our
Four
parents
women are making
looked
some
up to him.
disturbing new allegations against a Motown legend. I want to show you a live look at a press conference with the
Oh
accusers and their
wow.
attorneys. It's happening as we speak
This
in
shit is
California.
so
In a
crazy.
lawsuit filed today against Smokey Robinson, the women who used to work for him say he sexually assaulted
This was 5 months ago, Liz.
them and created a
Wow.
hostile work environment, among other things. Robinson's wife is also named in the lawsuit. It details multiple allegations, some as recent as last year. One employee says Robinson sexually assaulted her at least 23 times. Three of the women say they didn't want to report it to police, in part because they were afraid of risking the possible adverse effect on their immigration statuses, according to the suit. Another says Robinson's, quote, brutal sexual advances were constant and even predictable while she worked for him. His accusers are seeking at least $50 million. NBC News has reached out to
Yeah.
Robinson's reps for comment. No word back yet. Camila
Yeah.
Bernal is joining us now. And obviously, Camila, this is a late-breaking situation. What else do we know? What else are we
Yeah.
learning?
Hallie, these are some serious allegations, and the attorneys just now calling Smokey Robinson a serial rapist that needs to be stopped. So again, we have not heard from
Man.
Smokey Robinson, but these allegations include sexual assault, battery, false imprisonment, you name it. I mean, here is what they're saying. They're saying that these allegations happened repeatedly. You mentioned one of the women saying it happened at least 23 times. The attorneys and the lawsuit saying that you could see a pattern in these allegations. All of them were either house housekeepers or house staff, and some of them even working together at the same time. The oldest of these cases going back to 2006, employment in that year. And you mentioned the latest happening just last year. These women saying that they were forced to resign because of the repeated sexual assault that they went through. And you mentioned some of them saying that they were worried about their immigration status. Their attorneys also saying they were worried because they lived paycheck to paycheck. They needed that money and were afraid of losing their livelihoods. They were also afraid, essentially, of the status and the influence that Smokey Robinson had, and were afraid of essentially speaking out. Some of these things, obviously not something I can detail on TV, but some serious allegations, Hallie.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about.
Okay. So let me just say this about that, man. Cause this is what I feel like. I feel like anytime you got money, like you can't even holler at a female no more. Like, of course, you know, he tried to knock down his house sitter, man. Of course he tried to knock down the babysitter. Like, that's just stuff that people do, man. Like to me, that ain't nothing, man. Like you either with it or you ain't. Like niggas, like, you know, mother, people shoot every day, man. Shooters gonna shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that I don't
Hey,
like that because I
man, you
think that
look like
anybody with money is a target, man.
hey,
Like you can't even holler no more.
you look like Smokey, man. I like that could be your.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So
Yeah,
check it
man.
out, man. I think this my opinion. I think they talking about their immigration status. That's probably why they tried to sue them, so they ain't got to worry about no immigration status.
Right.
They got this ongoing case. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
then
yeah.
if they do have to get it deported, they gonna leave with a bag. You know
Oh,
what I
but
mean?
no, that's a law. You just said some real stuff. Somebody else told me that. Like if you have a case or something like that against somebody, I want to say like if you win a case or you file some type of that you hear, or if you a victim, yeah, if you're a victim of a crime, that's you can get your papers. Yeah, if you're a victim of a crime here, like that's crazy. But
Yeah,
you know, but for me, like I said, like I didn't knock down some of when I worked at the Grammy, like I say, it was some chicks that worked in there that didn't speak no English. Google Translate was my best friend. Baddie coming there working. She doing janitorial work with her mama, you know, bad
yeah,
little 21, 23, 25-year-old. Like, I'm hitting her with the Google Translate. What's happening? Like, you know, let's like shit. Let's link up. They with it. We done took her, went to the hotel, we can't even communicate. She smiling, looking at me. I'm smiling. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? And they got bumped in there. You done got bumped and everything.
you got
Man,
you
stop
bump.
playing, man. You know, they just like I said, man, this is crazy to me, man. I can't understand like that's what I'm saying. Like at the
You
job.
bump.
If I try to holler at you at the job and you don't want to holler at me, that wasn't no sexual harassment. I tried to say what's up. You said no when we kept it pushing. That's not sexual harassment, man. Like, you know, and if you gave it up, you did it 23 times. You now you figure out he ain't leaving his wife, he ain't doing none of that. You just
Right.
a jump off. And now you somebody in your family or one of your friends said, "Don't you know you can get a bag for that?" All you gotta say, that's just like, you know, saying my BM, bro. Like I say, I believe she cheated. I told her the same thing. If you messing with your supervisor, you need to get a bag out of it. All you gotta say is you thought that you was gonna move up in the company or that your employment was in jeopardy. You got $1 million lawsuit. You work for the post office, whatever. You they finna give you $1 million just to keep your mouth quiet. And you know what I'm saying? And you gave him that willingly. But if you know what I'm saying, so instead of you trying to hit me on some child support or something, you need to go get that bag from them.
Right.
If you
Real
was
shit.
actually having sex. And that's it. That's I mean that's
You know
but
what, man? I think my ex was fucking with the supervisor at our job.
man,
I ain't. Yeah, I caught him, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I got the
right,
evidence. But yeah,
right,
she should have did the same thing. Like,
right.
bro, like, just get that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Damn. What the
Exactly. They
fuck?
got more than us.
Real
Yeah,
talk.
you worried about mine. Like, yeah, you done gave it away for free. You know, that's what these ladies sound like they doing. And they talking
Right.
about they want 50 million. I know it ain't that good. It probably ain't worth $50. Like it probably worth $50.
It probably
Like
ain't. They probably should have been paying Smokey.
Smokey, right? You know, now
Yeah.
he over there with the tears of a
No,
clown.
real talk. What's the name of the song?
Tears of a cloud. Yeah, yeah. That's what he over there with the tears of a cloud. He probably cried like a mud. They want his money. He zoomed. He
Hey,
wish he could.
so you heard about
Ebony Eye.
When you speak the name,
you heard about D'Angelo, bro?
Yeah, he passed away, man. R.I.P. to D'Angelo, man. You know, his daughter said some real stuff. She wrote a little tribute to him on social media, man. She
How old
gave
was his
him all the
daughter?
love. His daughter older. She kind of bad too. She probably in her 20s or 30s, probably in her at least 20s, but maybe in her 30s. She a little cutie though. But yeah, she gave it up, you know what I'm saying, to him. Was just talking about, about him teaching her how to play the piano, and she wished they could, just sing
Let's
together
watch
again.
this
And
tribute, man.
let's do it.
when you speak the name D'Angelo, a few things might come to mind. Some might say he's the godfather of neo soul. Others might say he's a musical genius. Those closest to him know that at one point or another, he has been deeply troubled. One thing that is undeniable is that his presence undoubtedly changed R&B and his
You know what? This something from 3 years ago.
Oh man. All I can think about Moby is when he got naked in the video and all the girls was going crazy that he did that video. He sang some song
Yeah.
naked. And then now I was seeing him like the last time they were showing him with Red Man and Method Man. And he wasn't in that same shape. And I was like, yeah, I bet y'all don't want him to you don't want him to get naked now, do you? Like, yeah, yeah,
She carries a
like,
name that echoes through music history, Imani Archer. She is the daughter of the late soul legend D'Angelo.
yeah,
But
that's
her
her.
story is not just about who she is born to. It's about how she steps into her own light, honors a legacy, and finds her own voice. In this journey, we'll trace her past, her dreams, and the promise she holds. Imani Archer was born in 1999, into a world already alive with music. Her father, D'Angelo, was rising. Her mother, less spoken of, nurtured the home. As a child, Imani moved across cities. From Los Angeles to the
All right. I thought they was gonna show that clip you was talking about. Where you see that clip at?
Where she was talking. It
Yeah.
was it was something on social media, but it was just like a few days ago I seen it, and she wrote it out, but I think somebody was reading it or speaking it, but she was just saying like, like that's my dad. Like she was referring to him like, to my dad, I'ma miss you. I miss us singing together. I miss you, playing the piano with me. Like just like so like really some stuff that energy, what I'm saying, like will probably, what I'm saying, say about you, like, what I'm saying, like real talk, like that you was D'Angelo to everybody else, but you was my dad, like you know what I'm saying, like you ain't play about me, like, she just kept it all the way official, that man, like you showed me everything in this music, like it was real, like emotional, like, what I'm saying, like it was some real words, but just same way how
That
you
right there?
did them.
Is that it?
Uh,
Dear
n-
Daddy, there are
yeah,
no words to describe this
yep.
immeasurable loss. I'm in absolute disbelief and shock. You were my biggest hype man, my protector, my biggest
Hmm.
musical inspiration, the kindest and most selfless man, and the
Hmm.
best father anyone could ever had.
Yep,
Anyone
that's
could
it.
have ever had. No one will ever measure up to how brave and strong you are. Till the very end, you made sure to protect me from anything that would scare or hurt me. I love you so much, Daddy. I wish I had more time to spend with you. For you to show me new music, play piano with me to our favorite songs, or go back and forward about our favorite go to meals.
Right.
You are a one of a kind soul, and I'm so grateful you chose me to be your daughter. I'm not sure how I'll be able to live on without you, but I'll never forget all of your advice and things you told me on how to get through this life. Dad, I miss you more than life, and this is breaking my heart into a million pieces. I wish I could hold your hand just one more time. I will forever honor you and carry on your legacy. Dad, everything I do will always be for you. I'm going to miss, let's see, I miss you more than, okay. Everything I do will always be for you. I'm going to miss you and hearing your voice every single day. I'll always be your baby girl.
Right, right, right. Thank you, Floyd, for reading that, Mr. Mayweather. We appreciate you. Yeah, no, that was deep though. That's what I'm saying. She said that, like, you know, she kept it all the way thorough, and when she said he protected her all the way to the end, like he probably didn't even really tell her how sick he was or what he was. Like she said, like you protected me from anything that might hurt me or whatever. So it's like, just that was just deep. I was listening to when I read that, I was like, damn, like because we forget that, like, even we joking about Willie D. Shoot, that's somebody daddy. That's somebody's, like, they love his dirty drug. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we forget that with these celebrities that, they ain't a celebrity to everybody. Some people that's just dad. That's just
Right,
my favorite uncle. That's my so, like you got your grandbabies, you know what I'm saying? You got your babies and your grandbabies. It's
right.
like so yeah, it's just certain people, so that was just deep. That's all. That just, it touched me,
Yeah,
to
man. I
hear
was
that.
thinking about that earlier, man, when I was at work. A lot of people be coming up to me at work. They be like tripping, I think. Like, not super fanned out, but like, um, one little homie walked up to me earlier, man. He was like, "So how's it with Rio and energy and Rio?" And I'm like, "Bro, we don't even really know Rio like that. Like my son really don't even know them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
make music together for sure, but
Right.
you can't really ask me about Rio. I can't tell you nothing. I don't know
Right.
nothing.
Right. Right.
You know
They
what
be
I'm
like
saying?
that
Like,
out here too.
yeah. So,
And
oh
that's so
man,
I think that's somebody's son, and Rio Daddy is cool with some of our folks though, some of the older folks. But yeah, I go ahead though.
yeah. I met Rio Dad. I got his number. Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I know he grew up with some people that I'm cool with. So I know about of him
Ray Show.
far as
Yeah.
the real. Yeah, exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Cool dude. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, Rio come from somewhere like that's. I'd rather tap in with them. You know what I'm saying, with his pops. You know what I'm saying. Um, I do know Louis a lot more though. His big brother. I know Louis Ray
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying.
Right,
But that's just because I've been around Louis in different situations. You know what I'm saying, like with the music. So, but
man.
Rio, he kind of came from like out of nowhere at the time. I never knew him. So, but you know, he tapped in with energy and they made magic. I mean, they
I
really made magic together. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. Really, we need to put a little show or a little baby tour together for them out here because they love love them. Like when I be, like all these years I've been living out here. Like yeah, I'm from the Buck, I'm from Beach or whatever, this and that. But I'm like, we on the outskirts of Flint, this and that. And like now, if I say anything about that, man, people is so tapped in, like they know about it and they love it. Like when they play that in the club, man, like if they play something, man, I'm talking about they love it to where it's like it's crazy to me. I be like, man, that's nephew. I'm like, that's my best friend's son right there that produced that beat. Like I
right,
told you, my daughter, what I'm saying, when I play the music, she she can't believe it. She like, oh dad, you know this person, you know Mo B. You really know Mo B. Like I said, she call you smoother than a baby butt because you said that in the verse. But she like, oh, this energy. You know what I'm saying? Like my other homeboy did the positions beat for Ariana Grande. Like she love Ariana Grande. Like she want to meet her so bad. So, it's the same thing. Like she be tripping out. Like, oh, this person. And I just to me I make me smile to know that they put it down like for us so strong. They repping it, and I know that you pushed, you really pushed your son like that. Like you really raised him to do this shit, man. And
Oh yeah,
like when so that was big. Like when you called me when he signed with Sony, and you called me to come out there, and I remember that your words. You was like, man, this was our dream, and we living it through him right now. So you was like,
real
man, he
talk.
finna sign his papers. I want you to come out and be there when he signed his papers, because he wasn't able to sign because of COVID. For the people that don't know, he wasn't able to sign the paperwork in person. But when they lifted all of that and y'all came out to Cali, that meant a lot to me, and I, like I said, I was proud of you and Neff, you know what I'm saying? Cause they don't know how hard you is with the beats. Like, nah,
Right.
like this dude really. So, like for me, I just love that we finally like getting our shine away. Cause we was talking earlier about that. It's a lot of hard people that like that didn't make it, that's out of our little area, you know what I'm saying? That I can name 20, 30 of us that really really had hits when we was growing
Yeah.
up. Like I said, I still remember y'all lyrics, so it's just
Yeah.
crazy,
It's a
man.
lot
Yeah.
of us, man. Yeah, speak on it, bro. Like, yeah, let it be
Yeah.
known.
Yeah, Rick, like I say, Rick J, BDB, Will Buck, my nigga C Los, Pat, you know what I'm saying? I mean Gangsta Matt, you know what I'm saying, like
Explicit.
shit,
That was the name
Teo
of
and
the
them.
group. Explicit.
Who?
Explicit.
Explicit, yeah, explicit. I mean, you had LOP, you know what I'm saying? That you was laying low production. I remember you and Joe Snipe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
Antoine
I'm
P.
talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, this just out of our little area. Dorian had bars, like I said, it was just Matt Big Man Fuddy, you know what I'm saying? Muff Magic. I mean, I could keep going. Like, it's so many people I ain't even named yet. But it's like,
It was so many of us, man. Tato,
right.
yeah, Tato for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I said him. Yep, yep.
Man, Big World,
Right, right,
Mayo. Uh,
right,
yeah,
right. I forgot
it's
about Mayo. Damn.
so many of us, man. And
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
had we had what we got now, I know you probably got to get ready to go to work, right?
Yeah, soon. I got about like another 15 minutes,
Okay.
20 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I just know if we had this what we got now, man, like what we doing right
Ah,
now, bro.
right.
Just an internet connection. That's it. And knew what that was. Cause I remember I went to high school and they was teaching me about this shit in high school, right? I'm in the 11th grade. My first day at skill center, they teaching me about the uh the super information highway.
Right. Right.
And
I
I had
remember
a
that.
teacher, he was so passionate about what that was, but he was technical. You know what I'm saying? Like he was giving us all the protocol and all of this and how it worked. Like he was technical and this our first day. So I remember he gave us this sheet and he was like, this right here is changing the world. I knew it was important. I just didn't know how that related to me. Had
Absolutely.
had I understood, like, oh, I could put my music on here. Like,
Right.
I just needed that. I needed, look,
Right. Him to
you can,
make the connection for you.
it would have instantly made the connection. I would have
Right.
instantly, but I didn't realize. And then, like, I'm thinking, like, well, in my mind, how is something online gonna get on a tape? I didn't,
Man.
yeah, because all we had was tapes and CDs. So I'm
Right,
like,
right, right, right. We
it
had
was
tapes.
it was
I
no
remember you used to make beats with the tapes where you would take a loop and hit record and then stop it at the perfect time and rewind it and play it again and then unpause it and stop it again and do that so that the loop was 3, 4 minutes long and it would be perfect just so we could rap over it.
right.
Like I like like you was always ahead of your time when it came to like stuff like that. I used to be like, man, this dude's so hard with this like but Mo B, man, Nah, man, you know that's crazy. I mean, I still don't understand it. I still don't understand right now, like how I can get on the internet right now and just log into something and see all this information that's all there, and I'm holding this phone in my hand. Like I be trying to think about like I be feeling like I ain't doing enough. Like I feel like I'm not applying myself, Smokey, because I be like, who thought of this? Who made a phone? Like, how can I pick up and call my boy 2,500 miles away right now and look at him and everything else? Like,
Right.
it still tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? Even though everything, the planes being in the air, like, how do we just fly? Like, as heavy as this is, how is we, like when I really just think about technology, it blow my mind, man. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, I'm like, man, I'm good with words, but this, this something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Bo B man, man, you just took me back. I had a song, Moby, where I called Regular Cat, where I said, man, I grew up like a regular cat. Hit Mo B crib, shoot a little hoop in the back. But just know that niggas use the ballin' for traps to squash old beef. Niggas might invite you to scrap while they fold deep. You can't hold me, you must not know me. Cause I'ma call Woods, Black Steve, and Moby. Before I get a chance, they gonna take off for me. Cause them my homies got real love for me. And hey, y'all, it's just crazy, man, how we grew up, man. But like you said, our little block, man, was so real. But I got so much love for y'all, man. And like I said, I know if we would have had the internet, man, we would have been, you know, we would have been them dudes. Like New York and Cali, like like when we was little, man, we didn't even we couldn't even fathom, like we knew like we gotta go to Cali, we gotta go to New York, we gotta go somewhere to get famous. Like we wasn't you couldn't just be from where we was from. Ain't nobody.
A little technical
Oh yeah, that
difficulty.
went out. Yeah, yeah, they flashed me to keep it quiet, be quiet. So yeah, man. But like, yeah, man. I just, for me, it's just like, man, I just be tripping, man. Like, how the internet, like you said, man. Now you can just go viral. You could do something right now and wake up tomorrow with 1 million
Your
followers.
screen, your screen ain't on.
Man, it's definitely is on. I'm looking at it, but let me see. I turned it off and turn it back on.
Yeah,
From
do that.
let's see. Did it pop back up?
Nah,
It's on. I can see me.
I
Yeah, I
can't
can
even
see.
see.
Dang.
It
Nigga
might be
still
my
can't see me.
it
Like
might be my
Tupac.
motherfucking connection, bro.
Yeah, it might be we've been on this thing for a minute. It's barely holding on. We talking about all this technology and then it just gave out on us. Like nigga, we can't do that else, man. We done tried to let y'all have it, man. But yeah, man, like I said, man, just while we on here, bro, just tell you, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Like everything that you done did and everything you continue to do, man. Like you always been a pioneer and always
Hey, Liz. Let me take you off at you hit that and come right back on.
okay, better that.
Waiting on young Liz. Jump back in here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you back.
Yeah, man.
And you were
But yeah,
saying what in closing?
oh, I would just tell you, man, I'm proud of you, bro, man, for being a pioneer and like everything you've done and the things you continue to do. Like you always been you know, on some next level, like groundbreaking, and shit for lack of a better term. And it's just like,
Look,
like I commend you on that, brother. I would tip my hat to you that you motivate me. Your name really is motivated. Motivated won't be like you motivate a lot of us to just get out here and get it, man. So I
yeah,
love you for
bro.
that, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Like that mean the most, man. That's really what this shit is all about. Let's go, man. Like, from the beginning, man, it was always like about, inspiring, being inspired, like basically giving back what people giving, you know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
circle. So it's like I'm giving back what I get, you know what I'm saying, from everybody. Man, I get inspired by really, man, just like from back then, I could just tell you, I was just inspired by all of the great energy I had around me, man. It's like, nothing that any of us wouldn't do like that was in our power. It's just like that was like my superpower. You know what I'm saying? Your superpower, I believe, to this day is just like you just come up with ideas, man. Like you come up with a word, like how to put things in a phrase. Like when you came up with that team, that name for our team when we played in the
Oh,
Mecca.
you better check
You
up.
better check up, man. That was genius. Like,
Hey, we won that. Hey, we won that
and
thing
we
too.
won it. We
Yeah,
won that number
yeah,
one trophy. That was
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Man, hey, you know what? I got an idea, man. Like we gotta get all the guys back and let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'm with that. I just seen other buddy from Swartz Creek. I just seen his profile the other day. He
Who?
ain't got no hair or nothing. You know what I'm
Adam?
saying? No, dude, that was on our team. His name Dave Ryapel. I think he was on our team. We had one white dude, right? It was me, you, him. I want to say and Julius. Julius was
Oh, you know what? That's who was on our team. What was his name?
I think his name was Dave Ryapel, David Ryapel. He real cool with Luke Lloyd. Luke Lloyd was one of his best friends that went to Southwestern. Tall, skinny Luke that was played with Charlie Bell. But dude, Dave, I just seen him because some people reached out to me, and I seen his little profile picture and shit, and he looked so different. It's just like he ain't got not a lick of hair, and I seen him and shit. I was like, damn, but yep, and
I
I
talked to
just
Julius. I talked to Julius. It wasn't that long. It was probably about a year ago. It was about
man,
it was about a year. I think right around the time my mother passed away, I talked to Julius.
wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
was younger than us. That's crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
but
He
that
was
was
like,
crazy because you and Dave was left-handed, and me and Julius was right-handed, and I knew that was gonna be a good team. But you remember them people was trying to cheat us in the championship game? They kept calling fouls and stuff when we wasn't even touching them, and then you remember, man? Remember I cussed at one of them dudes on the sideline, and they was over there deep, like 10, 15 deep, like nigga, you gonna cuss at us like motherfucker, and then man came over there like motherfucker, he cuss if he want to, this and that. Like he was telling all them dudes like they like we what I'm saying, you might not remember this, but man, they was like we almost got to like a real deal like brawl down there.
I
But your
remember that.
brother, he was solo and banging on them dudes like man, oh what I'm saying, don't tell him what he can say, and I'm cussing at the motherfuckers, man, shut the fuck up, man, we out here. And then and remember they had to call the monitors and I mean, yeah, the court monitors to come over there and ref our game because it was called your own fouls, but them dudes was cheating, and then we still won that shit, man.
What we
I
won it
still
by?
Man, I can't remember. I know it was the Mecca downtown Flint, but I know we barely won like because they was cheating. Like I remember you had to win by two. Like it went to like like you say deuce in basketball. It
Oh
went to
yeah,
where you got to win by two. But
yeah.
it was a little 3-point line on the left hand side of the hoop that was like kind of close. So I remember I kept running over there shooting threes because it was like it really wasn't as far as a real three should be, but we was cashing out, and then you was balling, you know what I'm saying, down low, and you and Dave was hitting people with the left hand, and they wasn't ready for y'all, you know what I'm saying, and then little Julius was out there balling. Like I said, man, like that was
Man,
that was a real deal, you know what I'm saying,
that
like
was
that was for real.
crazy, man.
Yeah, that's shit. 30 some years ago, man, almost. That was like 35, 38. We was 14 and under, I want to say. So
Yeah, that
34
was
years
like
ago.
almost 35 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And Julius, well, yeah, like I said, he was 12 or 13 and shit. We was
Yeah.
playing, we yeah, but but that's what I'm saying, like, man, like just on some real stuff, man. Like we always been winners, man. Like we always won, man. And that's why, it's like, you know,
Mhm.
even out here when I first moved out here, I played hoop in the church league. Man, they had all these ballers out there. There's people that could really ball. I ain't never been able to dunk or nothing, but I got a first place championship trophy out here too, man. And it was like all the hood people that was playing in this. Like you had to go and let them talk for an hour to be able to play in this league every weekend. And so it's like, the people that brought me to there was all gang bangers and everything else. And then they had a real draft, so I wasn't on nobody's team. I was on a team. They really said my team was the sorriest team. Like, and we won the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like when I
Wow.
worked at EA Sports, me and my dude Dave Diggs, shit, we took first place. He out here doing it now, millionaire barber, got a couple barber shops out here and stuff. But we took first place at EA Sports. They that was that stuff that they got in 2K is it's a real gem. Like EA Sports, real all of that stuff that be on the video games really like that out there. They got a whole campus at EA Sports when you work there. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
remember you told me about that, man. That's a big, big, huge thing now.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. But I just know that's why when I see y'all winning, I see you winning, I see energy winning. Like I don't expect nothing less, bro, because that's what it's always been. And so it's
Yeah,
like when I see you succeed now, I don't expect nothing less. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
like, that's my dude
Because I
always
mean,
win.
that's our pedigree, bro. And so
Right, right.
all of us, you know what I'm saying? But look, man, I know it's getting that time, man. Look, let's do this again, man, real soon, probably tomorrow. If you ain't doing that.
Yeah, there it is there. Let's do it, man. Shit, you already know Marlon Speaks Live, man. Shit, pleasure to be in here. Now we tap in tomorrow, brother.
All right, bro.
All right, later.
All right, one.
One.